Turning our attention now to cricket on the SportsMax Zone. As we continue our build-up to Wednesday's opening round in the West Indies 4-Day Championship, we look today at the chances of defending champions Barbados Pride and Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. West Indies Test captain Craig Braithwaite will lead the Pride when they host the Leeward Islands Hurricanes in their season opener. The full Pride squad reads like this. Craig Braithwaite, Jonathan Carter, Shane Dowrich, Jonathan Drake, Justin Greaves, Keon Hardin, Shame Alexis Holder, Shamar Holder, Akeem Jordan, Shane Mosley, Raymond Reefer, Shamar Springer, Jomel Warrican, Tevin Walcott, and Ramon Simmons. Meanwhile, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they battle the Jamaican Scorpions at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Let's take a look now at their full squad. We have Imran Khan as the captain, Yannick Carrier, Brian Charles, Joshua De Silva, Sean Gabriel, Jed Gully, Terrence Hines, Kirsten Kalichuran, Jason Mohammed, Anderson Phillip, Caripe, Isaiah Raja, Jaden Seals, Keegan Simmons, and Jeremy Solizano. Joining us now, we have the head coach of the Red Force, David Furlong, and manager of the Barbados Pride, Wendell Coppin. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you.
All right, it's a pleasure. I'm starting first with Wendell. Your team, the defending champions, do you feel as if, based on the squad on paper, because cricket is played on the day, you all can retain your title? And if so, why are you so confident?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I'd like to make two changes, two corrections to the squad that was just read out. As a result, you know, because of these testing times and the players being tested on a regular basis, we've had to make two changes. Akeem Jordan and Jonathan Drakes has tested positive for COVID earlier this week, and therefore their places have been taken by Demetrius Richards and who was the other person coming in? Kamari Boyce.
Yeah.
So Kamari Boyce will replace Jordan, and Richards will replace Jonathan Drakes. But apart from that, we're in good spirits. The good thing from a Barbados perspective, we've had an opportunity over the course of the year to work with the Ministry of Health and our Ministry of Sports here. So our cricketers have been in full training. Mind you, it has been truncated somewhat. We've had to use diverse measures in terms of practice. We practice in 4s, 5s, 6s, no more than 10. So for long periods, we've used outside stadiums, so we haven't always used Kensington, and when we have done, we've only had the ability to use small areas in Kensington and or small groups in different areas. So it has been challenging, but over the last month or so, the squad has come together. We had what we call our Legends Cup, which we name after 4 of our cricketing icons: Sir Garfield Sobridge, Sir Charles Griffith, who's the other one? Sir Cuthbert Gordon, and Sir Leslie Hall. So we would have had 4 teams in preparation from December, and those 4 teams would have whittled down to what would be the last couple teams that would have played in the trial game over the last couple of weeks, and then the squad, 18-man squad, would have been chosen from there.
Yeah.
So we believe that we're in a really good place, and we're looking forward to starting the championship and ultimately with our end goal of winning this year's championship as well.
Yeah, Wendell, Mariah mentioned to you just now about how strong the Barbados team is on paper. I think you have probably 9 or 10 players who have represented the West Indies in various formats. I see Kamari Boyce coming in as a late replacement. Now, they're up against the Leewards tomorrow. Kamari Boyce was the man of the match when you faced the Leeward Islands last year, the left-arm spinner with a 5-for and I think 7 wickets in the match overall. Significant in my reading that someone who dominated against the Leewards last year as you get ready to face them again now. When I say last year, I mean last tournament, because last tournament was 2 years ago. He only gets in as a replacement. The Barbados team looks very strong, Wendell.
But that speaks to the strength of the side. I mean, and Lance, to be honest with you, when you look at our structure, we've got a 3-tier structure where we've got our international players, we've got our Pride franchise players, and then we've got another set of players within the development group. Kamari is one of the development players, and then we have another, what we call the outreach program, where we go into the clubs and identify players where we bring into the system. And Demetrius Richards is a product of that, where he has come through. He's played on the 19 cricket for Barbados. He's played some club cricket for the BDF sports program here in the local Division 1, local Premier League cricket. But we have gone through that structure, and he has come into the side, and he has forced his way into the side and way to run. But in terms of the international players, with Shane Dowrich coming back, Shane Mosley, Justin Graves, Jonathan Carter would have played, Jamel Warrican, as you mentioned, Keon Hard, Shamar Holder, and Keon Hardin, Raymond Reefer joining us from the Guyana franchise, and he's going to hopefully will bring great value, and then obviously led by West Indies captain Craig Braithwaite. Right. We believe that, yes, that our structure is strong, and as a result of that, persons like Kamari Boyce ultimately has to work very, very hard to force their way into the side.
Yeah, I'm going to bring in now head coach of TNT Red Force, David Furlong. David, how's everything and how's preparation coming along for the Red Force?
Preparation is coming along well. We hit a little snag with an injury to one of our main players today. So we're waiting tomorrow anxiously to see if he passes the fitness test tomorrow. That is Solozano. He got hit. Actually, players were catching. Had to catch 10 balls, and his 10th ball, he got hit on the finger. It was dislocated. So we're waiting to see tomorrow how it is if we have to make a change to today's starting 11.
Yeah, coach, so unfortunate for Solozano. Such a bright future, and he's constantly missing out on opportunities because of injuries like this. Apart from him, a lot of the players on the team very familiar. I see one of the players I actually went to school with, Isaiah Raja. He'll be suiting up for the Red Force. How's his batting going? You know, talk to us about the strengths of the team.
Well, Raja is coming along well. Solozano doesn't play tomorrow. Probably have to fit that opening slot. But the strength is good. We have the experienced players. We have Gabriel, who leads a young bowling attack. We have Imran Khan. He's again an attack. And then we have Jason Mohammed, who leads batting attack. And with their experience there, along with Joshua Da Silva, although he's still at young cricket. So, we're looking forward to a good season this year. And hopefully, we can do well.
Yeah, you're being led by Imran Khan. Imran Khan has been around the Red Force for a long time. How confident are you? And he was actually a part of the winning setup for the TNT Red Force the last time they won it. How confident are you in his leadership and, just to get you over the line? It's been a long time since we won this.
Yeah, we won this in 2005. Imran has of experience. He was captain in the absence of Bravo a couple of games in 2019. The couple of games that he captained, we won outright. So, we look forward to him. The players look up to him. The players respect him. And we all know his ability to take wickets. So we look forward, again to Imran leading the team well this year.
Lance.
Yeah, you know what? You were in a drawn result with the Scorpions in your opening game in the last season, 2019-2020. How do you see the Scorpions as opponents, and what will be your strategy going into this fixture?
Again, it'll be a good clash. Although I think in the last fixture, we batted a little too long. So we didn't give ourselves enough time to bowl them out. But I think it will be a good competitive game tomorrow. But I believe that we can come out, on top of them.
Yeah, a sort of closer look at some of your key players, players that overall as a region, fans are very keen on, like Jaden Seals, who hasn't played a lot of red ball cricket, but a player obviously having gotten some international experience. A lot of Caribbean cricket fans are looking at Seals as having a bright future. What are your expectations of him this season?
Well, Jaden, there's a joke in the camp, Jaden will be receiving his first cap for Trinidad tomorrow, but already had played 4 test matches.
Yeah.
So, fellas, on him a bit about it. To give him his cap, Shannon offered, but Shannon said that he feels he's more experienced than him.
So he should give him.
Has been working hard. He is a very hard worker. He wants the ball fast. He tries every session. He comes with a plan, how many balls he wants to bowl in his session. And he has been working hard. And maybe interesting, he also has been working hard on his batting. Because he wants to improve his batting. But Jaden, I think, is one of our main fast bowlers. Although, we have Anderson Phillip there.
Yes.
Who in the last tournament, he played 3 games and got 21 wickets.
Yes.
He played 3 games and got including 3 5-wicket hauls. So that we have to look at, and hopefully, along with Shannon guiding them, that the fast bowlers could do us, get some wickets early on for us.
Yeah. David, we also have Wendell on the other line talking from the Barbados perspective, and we just spoke about the 9 or 10 internationals that Barbados have in their setup. You may not have as many in your current roster, but several of them, David, have played under 19 cricket for the West Indies, many of them going to the World Cup, Keegan Simmons and those. How do you feel about the transition of some of these teenagers into senior cricket? David? I'm not sure David heard that question.
Yeah, I think we lost him, but maybe Wendell can answer that one. The transition.
Yeah, well, Wendell, are you hearing us?
Yes, I can hear you. And our transition over the years has always been one of grave difficulty. I remember when I played West Indies on the 19th back in 1985 against the West Indies on the 19th side. Against the England on the 19th side, Carl Hooper and Jimmy Adams went on to play Test cricket for the West Indies. Carl certainly by the end of 85 and Jimmy early 87. It took me several years before I even got to trials for Barbados. So the difficulty where our situation is concerned is because and Barbados, we have found ourselves over the years with bottlenecks in terms of generations of cricketers clustering. At the moment, if you look at the current West Indies side with the Jason Holder, Shane Dowrich, Craig Braithwaite, and the likes, all of them around the same age. So for one of those, for under 19 to force his way into a Barbados team, one, he has to be exceptional, and then 2, there has to be space in the side. I mean, when you think about Shamar Holder was the star of the 2016 World Cup for the West Indies, the winning World Cup for the West Indies. Shamar Springer, I beg your pardon, and Shamar Springer has not yet cemented a player in the Barbados side. Hopefully this year will be the stepping stone for him, so that he can now cement his place. But if you look at it over the years, he's been competing with the likes of Carlos Braithwaite, Jason Holder, Kevin Stout, for one who's had a long career, and now he has Raymond Reefer to contend with. So we have always had the difficulty of our under 19 players transitioning into the senior team slightly later because of our strength and depth, really.
Yeah, Wendell, thank you so much again. And of course, we're looking forward to those matches very closely because we know how important these matches are. And we also know how relieved everybody involved is to finally see this level of cricket back on.
Yeah, and we are very excited. We haven't had regional cricket for 2 years. And I know that our players are really looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Our office is excited about it, and talking to a couple of fans, they were also excited. So hopefully all goes well starting tomorrow morning. The regional championship is back on, and we hope that fans stay tuned, whether that they come into the stadium or they stay locked on to SportsMax or the other media houses, that they can keep abreast of what's going on in West Indies cricket.
Yes, thank you again, Wendell. Of course, Wendell Coppin there, the manager of the Barbados Pride. And earlier we spoke to the TNT Red Force head coach, David Furlong. Thanks again to both of those gentlemen. And as we head to the break, this is the full slate of the matches for round one. Let's take a look. So, round one, Barbados Pride will be up against Leeward Islands Hurricanes. Then the Windward Islands Volcanoes will be playing the Guyana Happy Eagles. And then the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they face the Jamaica Scorpions.